Thank you guys for being a part of the live broadcast. I sincerely appreciate it. Why is my camera facing the opposite direction? Come on, camera. There we go. All right. So let me wave to a few people who are in here. Okay. So let me find my notes, make sure I hit all my points, minimize that window. All right. So the title of today's live broadcast is the Black Gold Nation Survival Summit, the issues, the solutions, and the path forward, laying the foundation to have our own institutions that operate within the confines of our own systems and communities that we own and control. So for the past, I don't know, maybe not that long, 3 or 4 months, for the past 3 or 4 months, maybe 5, I've been having, well, let me back up. My name is Tamani Umandani. I am a contributing member of the Black Gold Nation movement. Our ultimate goal is to create established communities whereby we are in control of Black people, whereby we're physically safe. We are controlling the institutions. We control the environment. We secure ourselves. We police ourselves. We control the economics. That is our ultimate goal in this movement. And of course, to make that happen, we have to have Black people that are in the right positions of leadership, Black people on the ground that are ready to move, and Black people that are willing to do. We understand that it's not going to be everyone. As one of my mentors often reminds me, he says, Tamani, Pookie is probably going to die. So this is most certainly not for everyone because everybody's not ready, but we can't afford to wait for everyone to get ready because we have things that we have to do and we don't have a lot of time to do them. I am the direct revolutionary product, if you will, of one Cardinal Mbayu Chewy out of the Shrines of the Black Madonna. Indirect revolutionary product of one Albert B. Clegg, as we call him in the Shrine, Jaramogi Bebe Ajaman, who was the founder of Liberation Theology, and again, the founder of the Shrines of the Black Madonna. What I do, I have literally been trained to do by Black people. I have had the very fortunate and blessed background to have lived in a community for over 20 years by which Black people were in control of the environment. We had the institutions, we had the leadership, we had the lineage, we had the program, we had the message, we had the mission, and we were all about building Black power for Black people. My children, of which I have 3, were raised in that environment, which was absolutely completely different than anything Black people have ever had in this country. In the past 30, 40, 50 years, perhaps. I say to Black people, it is the closest thing to heaven that we will ever see, given that it was a community, a Black community that was in control of the environment and had everything that it needed to live, thrive, and grow. Sadly, some things occurred where it is not the same organization that it once was, but it is most certainly still there. So what I'm trying to do is deliver to Black people on a global scale what I know works. I am trying to bring other people on board who have things to offer Black people based on their expertise that they know also works, so that we can deliver to our people on a Black gold platter, if you will, proven solutions to move ourselves forward. And that is the point. That is the purpose of tomorrow's Survival Summit. When we first had the idea of the Survival Summit, we wanted to make the point to our people that our survival in this country, in Africa, and in the diaspora is not guaranteed. There have been many melanated groups that have come into contact with non-melanated peoples that are no longer here. We're saying that we can most certainly be like these other groups if we don't do things to put ourselves in a position to win. We had a purpose when we were brought here, which was to work. We no longer have that purpose. So if we no longer have that purpose, and we've never been treated with respect, our Black bodies, mind, spirit, and psyche has never been respected or cared for, what's going to happen to us and our people? If there is no purpose for us, and we are a powerless people, not just in this country, but in our motherland, Africa, and around the world, in the diaspora, if we are powerless people, and there is no need for us per the position of other people who have the power, then what's going to happen to us? So we're saying that our survival isn't guaranteed. So if our survival isn't guaranteed, why is that? And what can we do to push back against that to ensure our survival? So of course, this is a very serious event, a necessary event, and an event that can most certainly be the beginning of a game changer for our people moving forward. Every facet of our existence in this country is under attack. Every facet of our Black lives in this country, in Africa, in the diaspora, is under attack. From education to politics to economics to agriculture to foreign policy to spiritual healing and well-being to culture to language to physical security. Every aspect of what we need as a people, as a unified community to live, grow, move forward, and be prosperous is under attack. It's been under attack since we were brought here to the shores of North America, and it's been under attack since our motherland was attacked by the world and colonized. The fact that we've gone through these things, historically speaking, does not mean that things have to be the way that they are. But of course, they will continue to be that way if we don't have Black people that are willing to push back against all of it to create a new, viable future reality for ourselves moving forward. So if we know that every facet of our existence is under attack, and we know that that's not a good thing, then how do we combat those things that are against our communities? How do we combat those things that are against the development of our children? How do we combat those things that are destroying the lives of our women, our brothers, our elders? I try to give every Monday a brief snapshot of what it means to be Black in America. I'm not always able to do it because of time, but I most certainly did it this past Monday. So if you were to go back to my Facebook page on Monday and watch the beginning of the presentation, I give you a high-level snapshot of what it means to be Black in America, what we're up against and what we're facing, because I want us to be on the same page as it relates to what we need to do and why we need to do it. So if you don't know, check out Monday's live broadcast. It's within the first 2 or 3 minutes, and listen to some of the things that we're up against. All of it can be researched. I don't have to make anything up. It is what it is. And what we're saying in this movement is that if we're going to ensure that the things that I talk about are no longer a part of our reality, then we have to actively do something to make sure that these things are not a part of our reality, because no one is coming to save us. Ain't nobody coming to save Black people. Sadly, no one cares about Black people. Our own people don't care about Black people because we've been conditioned to not care about our people. But thankfully, not all of us are in the same boat. Not all of us are in the same position. Not all of us think and feel the same thing. And not all of us have given up. There's still quite a number of us that are still critically thinking. Quite a few of us that are unafraid or won't allow our fear to stop us. And quite a number of us who are ready, willing, and able to do. And that's who we're looking for. We're looking for people who are ready, willing, and able to do. Tomorrow's Survival Summit event, again, starts at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, and ends at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard, 6:30 Eastern, which is 3:30 Pacific. Our ultimate goal is to find Black people who connect with what we're trying to do and want to be a part of it, because we understand that no movement moves without people, and no movement for Black people can move without the support of Black people. So we're going to hit on a few critical areas. We're going to give you a brief synopsis of the problem as we see it from our leadership's perspective. They're going to give you their solution based on their years of study and understanding in that arena, and then they're going to invite you to be a part. Simple as that. This is not rocket science. We're not splitting atoms. We're not trying to cure cancer. We're giving you the problem. We're giving you our perspective and understanding on the solution. And then we're going to tell you how that solution can come into fruition. We are not one of those organizations that just talks about the problem. We are not one of those groups that just regurgitates pop culture. And we're most certainly not one of those organizations that aren't trying to create change. There are several organizations out here that are trying to do very good things, but I have not seen any of them that have the approach that we have, because they don't have the understanding that we have, because they don't have the leadership that we have. That doesn't mean that we're better. It simply means that we're different. And of course, I believe that our difference is more inclusive of the many different problems that we're facing, which is what I believe a complete answer to what we're up against in this country and what we need to do to move ourselves forward. So tomorrow, these are some of the things that we're dealing with. These are the topics of discussion and the solutions that are going to be given tomorrow. Agribusiness, feeding ourselves for the next 100 years. Community economics, capturing the Black dollar locally. Economics and finance, building our own systems to support our collective advancement. Education, preparing our people to lead from a foundation of achievement. Employment and training, using what we already have to get what we need. Foreign policy, understanding geopolitics and how it affects us at home. Information technology / security, technology in the future, how do we ensure we're a part of it in a positive manner? International business, opportunities in Africa and the diaspora, building for power and independence. Media marketing and PR, reporting the news as we see it, telling our own stories and recapturing our image. Politics, building a political machine that serves our interests. And the last one, spiritual and psychological learning and healing, identifying the trauma, healing the pain, and making us a people again. We're doing this because, again, we understand that our people are under attack. We're doing this because we understand that if we're going to win, we have to have a unified approach to all the different ways by which we're being attacked. We understand that if we're going to win, everything we do has to be in support of and connected to every single thing we do. And we're having this Survival Summit because we want Black people to know that not all Black people have given up. We want Black people to know that Black people have the solution. And we want Black people to know that if we can give $500 million to a movie in 1 month, and if we can give on average $1 billion to the Black church in 1 month, and I'm just talking about Black people in America, if we have that kind of money to give to other people, but we also have Black people that fully understand what's being done to us and how to push back against it, and we have Black people that are on the ground around the world that are ready to do, then there's nothing stopping us but us. We simply need to connect the leadership with the people, galvanize the economics to support what we need to do, and start moving. And what we're going to give you tomorrow is a very clear understanding of the problem, a very clear understanding of the solution, and then we're going to show you how to make all of it a reality. The only thing stopping us is us. We've been through the fire. We've been tested. We did not come out of that fire unscathed, unbroken, or 100% whole, but we did come out of it. We are here, and I believe that is a testament to the fact of who we are, what we are, and the fact that nothing can stop us but us. So if we believe that nothing can stop us but us, then we simply need to decide not to be stopped and make this thing happen. So again, it starts tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m. I will be giving the introduction. And then every 30 minutes, we're going to have a different presentation from a different person in leadership. And we're going to move forward. The goal of this is not just to educate Black people and talk about the problem and give our perspective of the solution, but of course, we want to come out of it with new people on board in strategic locations nationwide so that we can move forward with our Project 2020 plan to build political power moving forward for our people so that we can be in a position to make some things happen for the lives of our people. It is only $4 for the entire event all day. So if you can make some of the presentations, but not all of them, it doesn't matter. You don't have to spend $4 per. You just spend $4 and you make the ones that you can make, and the ones that you cannot make, hopefully we'll be able to record them and then give you access. That is the goal. I can't make that promise because I've never had an event that lasts all day that I was trying to record. But we'll see. That's most certainly the goal. So if you want more information about the movement, go to our main website, blackgoldnation.com, click on About, read the mission. If the mission is confusing, click on Why We Must Build, watch some videos, and hopefully it will become plain to you. If you want to be a part of the Survival Summit, go to our events website, blackgold-wakanda rising, click on Survival Summit, and check out what's there. You can see the presenters. You can see why we're doing it. I give information on what it means to be Black in America as it relates to what we're up against, so that it should become very clear why this is an absolute must. I believe, as does the leadership in this organization, as does the Black Gold ambassadors and the support that we have worldwide, I believe that if we don't do this, then we're putting ourselves in a guaranteed position to become a permanent underclass in this country, which means if Black people in the United States become a permanent underclass, and I believe that Black people in Africa and Black people all around the world, Black people around the world will also become a permanent underclass, because other people don't have the opportunities to do what we can do here. They don't have the freedoms, they don't have the education, they don't have the mobility to do what we can do here. That doesn't mean that we're better. It doesn't mean that they're inferior. It simply means that our position, our opportunities, our perspective is different because of where we are, and the fact that we are American citizens, although we may not be treated that way. So what we're saying is that this is a chess move, and we can most certainly win it if we have the right chess players that are involved. So if you want to support us to ensure that we're able to do what we're trying to do, on the events website, blackgold-wakandarising.com, click on support, scroll down to that subscribe button. Click that. It's only $4 a month as a membership fee. And we ask every supporting member and or ambassador to give at a minimum 5 minutes per day to help us build communities that have influence, value, and power. Everything is there. The time for us to do this is now. I communicate with Black people around the world every single day, except for, or even on Sundays. I try to take Sundays off, but that doesn't work. So I've met too many Black people that have the same thought, even the same understanding of the solution. And before our conversation, we weren't connected. And of course, we now are. So the time for us to make this thing happen is now. I think the stars have most certainly aligned. I think the ancestors, the energy field is most certainly on our side, as it's always been. I think Black people are in a good spot globally to make this thing a reality. We simply need to decide to make it so, move accordingly, and make it so. We have to understand that everything that we have ever done to move ourselves forward as a people has been targeted for destruction and subsequently destroyed. That doesn't mean that we stop building, because the lives of our children still matter. That simply means, excuse me, that as we're building, we put systems in place to protect what we're building, because our most valuable asset and resources are our children, and no one is going to protect our children the way that we can and will. So blackgoldnation.com if you want more information, blackgold-wakanda rising if you want to be a part of the Survival Summit. Again, it's only $4 for the whole day, and then we move. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard to 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard, all day presentations. Each presentation will be 15 to 20 minutes, and then we open it up for Q&A. Only 30 minutes per subject, because we have a lot to get through, and we've been talking about this for the past 2 or 3 months. Of course, more detail will be given if you want more information about that particular department. But that will be after the summit. So if you're serious about building Black power, you need to be a part of this thing tomorrow. If you know anyone who's serious about building Black power, you need to be a part of this thing tomorrow. If you want to put your people, your family, your loved ones in a position to win, you need to be a part of this thing tomorrow, because we're not talking about doing this just with ourselves. We're trying to bring as many like-minded Black people on board as possible, so that we can help them be bigger, better, and stronger, which in turn helps us Black people and the Black Gold Nation movement be bigger, better, and stronger. So with that, please share this with 5, 10, 15, 20 Black people who you think might need to hear it, or who you think want to be a part of something that's positive, strong, righteous, realistic, strategic, intelligent, and doable. And together we will make this thing happen, because quite frankly, all we have is one another. So if we don't do it, it's never going to happen. And our people are going to continue to lose. As I said before, ain't nobody coming to save Black people. But that's okay, because we don't need anybody to save us. We can save ourselves if we decided to do so. Again, it's not for everyone. Everyone won't make it. Everybody doesn't understand, but that's okay. It's always been that way. And it's probably always going to be that way until we create a culture that can raise a new kind of Black person whereby we don't think that way. So thank you guys for being part of the live broadcast. Please share this with a few of your friends, family members. Like us on Facebook if you haven't already done so. And of course, like and follow us on YouTube as well. Click the bell, as they say, so you will know when we do a live broadcast. And moving forward in 2020, we are going to do a lot of things with a lot of different faces. I will no longer be the only face pushing this thing, because we're now ready to roll this thing out in a major way. So with that, you guys have a wonderful day. I most certainly appreciate you taking 19 minutes and 51 seconds out of your day to be a part of this. God bless you. And hopefully we'll come out of this thing tomorrow with Black people that are in a position nationwide strategically as we need, which will allow us to do what we need to do and build power for ourselves. And then we start making history again. So with that, God bless you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.